everyone, it is I, your favorite perfect being, Sil, and welcome back to Doki Literature Club. I haven't found anything scary yet, so I'm guessing we're doing good. The only thing that's scaring me so far is the sad looks on these girls' faces. So, hopefully we don't make them sad. Making people happy is my job, so making them sad, that just hurts my heart. My cold, cold android heart. Now, in the last episode, we joined the Literature Club, and now we gotta write a poem. Alright, what type do we want? I should probably save. Oh, I can actually do that. Well, that's neat. So that's how you do it. It's like a book. Cool. Sweet fantasy, unrestrained imagination, hair, after image, tragedy, electricity, time, summer. After image seems a bit closer to my ability, so I'll go with that. Wait, am I just picking... Seriously, I'm just picking random words? Sparkle, feather, unstable, peaceful, unrequited, pure, lust, landscape, sensation, anger. Lust. I know a lot of people are ready to yell at me for putting that. I'm sorry! Essence, kitty, shiny, judgment, nightgown, memories, warm, marriage, infinite, philosophy. I'm perfect, so my abilities are infinite since I have the cells of everybody. Infinite! I'm picking words that describe me. Melancholy, skipping, pleasure, bunny, whistle, crimson. Hey, that's one of my fan-made forms. It was Crimson Neo Cell or something. I called it the equivalent of the Super Saiyan God form. Treasure, raindrops, cheer, fluffy. Crimson! Wait, does it make a specific one jump? That might be a good hint as to which girl I'd end up with. Chocolate, tenacious, fickle, clouds. Incongruent, marshmallow, loud, giggle, frightening, and heaven sent. I've been told I'm damn near as loud as Markiplier. So loud! Playground, nature, embrace, daydream, heart, dark, friends, desire, headphones, anxiety. I like being dark, but I love using headphones. Amazing existence. Those two go hand in hand, damn it. Valentine, disaster, defeat, email, joy, vitality, pink or hurt. I'm an android. I've got nothing but vitality. Color, lipstick, shopping, mouth, sugar, comfort, vivid, contamination, tears, happiness. Color, I guess. Calm, universe, papa, aura, promise, milk, empty, silly, wonderful hop. Aura! Insight, rain cloud, extraordinary, games, cage, sarks, disown. The hell? Is this part of the game? Load game! Great! Explode! Fun! Color! I could have picked... These things are jumbled! It closed itself and now it's making me redo it. Electricity. Nibble. The hell? Charm. Landscape. Chocolate rose. Graveyard. Despise. Boop. Yeah, boop. Wrath, engulfing, Alone, tragedy, vertigo, destiny, time, nature, comfort, vibrant. Time, I like the hyperbolic time chamber. Flying, empty, smile, stable. Extraordinary, I am extraordinary. Determination. I'm taking the words that stand out to me most. Ooh, parfait. Unrestrained, like my power. Awesome. Infallible. Vitality. Oh, it's almost over. Climax. The hell? What type of game is this? Unending. Like this game, I guess. Massacre. Tenacious. Okay. Yeah, I don't know why, but for some reason, this thing decided to just mess up. So I'm gonna save as much as I possibly can to make sure that doesn't happen again. I don't know if it's a glitch or something, but I'm not gonna risk it.
Hi again, Cell. Glad to see you didn't run away on us.
Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. Damn right I do. Well, I'm back at the Literature Club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out.
Thanks for keeping your promise, Cell. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it.
Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. Sayuri told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it.
Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in her club room.
Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying manga and manga.
Manga is literature!
Can't argue with you there. I mean, I consider it literature. A lot of people might not, though. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into his seat.
Don't worry, guys. Cell always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking, like cooking, cleaning my room. All dependable.
Sayuri, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once.
Is that so?
You two... Damn it, I spoke as myself. I gotta stop doing that.
You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Cell can become good friends too.
Sayuri! As usual, Sayuri seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into.
Oh! Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayuri! Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing.
What is it?
Never mind. Sayuri made it sound like it's a big deal when it's really not. What do I do?
Sayuri. I'm sorry, I wasn't thinking.
I guess it means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what.
Is that so?
Yeah, I won't make a big deal out of it if you don't want me to, I guess. Whatever.
Alright. Well, here.
Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book.
I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted.
This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book.
Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think.
Now that everyone is settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayuri and Monica are having a cheery discussion over in the corner. Sayuri's face is already buried in a book. Damn it, I keep on calling Yuri Sayuri! I'm a dumbass! I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I need some soda. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a bit more, but at the same time I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages.
Crap.
Crap, I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me and our eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in a book. Sorry. I was just spacing out. I mutter this, sensing I made her uncomfortable.
Oh. It's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed it in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so...
That's the book you gave me, right?
Mm-hmm. I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason.
Just curious, how come you have 2 copies of the same book?
Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday... that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them.
Ah, I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decide to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon.
I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story.
Is that so? What's it about, anyways?
Well,
Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. That's cheating! You can't do that! The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover. Illuminati!
alright. I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves with her long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she done so, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison, and while her life is in danger, she needs to be desperately close to who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships, and her life starts to fall apart.
It's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story. So that dark turn came from nowhere. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden.
Are you sure you're not a fan of that sort of thing, Sel?
No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy these kinds of stories, so don't worry.
I hope so.
Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be so completely different.
It's just that those kinds of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in. Then suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they're made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry.
Hey, don't apologize! I haven't lost interest or anything!
Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writings fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I ended up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much.
I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all.
That's true.
In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right?
You don't have to.
What are you saying? Just a moment ago, you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's.
Yeah. Are you
sure? You seem a little apprehensive.
I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to, it's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone.
I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything.
Alright.
I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not particularly a bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead.
So sorry. I was just...
Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you?
I do. I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean...
Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of them.
I suppose so.
Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page.
Here.
Whoa, that camera angle. She looks beautiful. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book open between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way, I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face, and she's in the corner of my vision.
Are you ready to turn the page?
Sorry! I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet. How is this supposed to be a damn horror game? I don't get it. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her.
That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me.
Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm going to turn the page. Instead, I just assume she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it between her own thumb. Hey, Yuri, this might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit.
You think so? How does she?
Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways, but she also second-guesses all of the things she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms.
I see.
Yuri remained silent for a moment.
But Cell, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. That's so embarrassing that you think that.
Wait! I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything! Sorry, I really didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I meant that it's kind of cute.
What are you saying all of a sudden?
Okay, everyone. I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long.
Yeah, most of this we've just been reading with Yuri. This entire episode's mainly been reading with her. Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thought.
Is that all right, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this.
It's not. It's fine.
Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Alright. I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer if I read it only with you?
I guess I don't have much of a preference either way.
In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know?
That's a good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time.
Alright! I stand up, I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then I slip it back into my bag. I'm gonna save real quick, just in case.
By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night?
Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing! Neither can I. I mean, I know I can't. What? I'm confusing myself. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before.
Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you come find someone to share with? I can't wait.
Sayuri and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayuri's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri are reluctantly complying as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I show my poem to first? That's a good question. Probably should have saved here. Well... Is this gonna affect the game? Screw it, I'ma save again. I'll read it to Monica. I should start with Monica. Yesterday, she seemed eager to read my poem. I wanted to know I'm putting in effort.
Hi, Sel. Having a good time so far?
Yeah.
Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay?
Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. Much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in.
Anyway, want to share your poem with me?
It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to.
Don't worry, Sel. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know. But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon.
Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem.
Great job, Sel. I was going to ooh in my head while I was reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep.
I just used words that I guess described me, I guess. I don't know.
I guess I underestimated you.
It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way it always counts when I put in some effort.
That's not very fair, but I guess it worked anyway. You know, that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Unlike Sayuri, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness. Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write it like that so effectively. Both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all of the nuances. It can take years of practice, which I'm sure Yuri has at this point. I never really asked, though.
I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet.
Don't worry much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things.
I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this.
That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything.
Yeah, totally.
Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good.
You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's good. Damn it, I keep on talking as myself!
Well, that's 'cause I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know.
I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in the wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the spackle protrudes. A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend. I'll never know I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retina's already scorched with a permanent copy of meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And on the other side was looking in. He was.
So, what do you think?
It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. It sounds like a one-sided Romeo and Juliet novel. Like, I was forced to see the one I care for. But, oh no, no! It ended up closing the damn thing again. This is why I keep saving. I feel like I need to save after every damn sentence so that it doesn't close itself and make me have to redo it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback.
Haha, it's okay. Yeah, that type of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on timing between the words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful.
Was that the inspiration behind this one?
Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit.
An epiphany?
Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress.
Hey, is that a jab at my personality? I am perfect!
Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening.
What is this, a talk show? Alright, and apparently we are out of time. Sorry, everyone. We'll show the poem to somebody else next. In the next episode, I mean. But, I'm enjoying this. It's a cute little game. It's a cute little game. I don't know what people were talking about. Scary, Doki Doki. What the hell? This is fun. It's a cute little literature club game. So I'm gonna go ahead and save here. Everyone, I hope you all enjoyed. I enjoyed it. Check out the links down below for Discord, Twitch, and Bomb Squad merch! And I'll see you all in the next one. I hope you all enjoyed! I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye, humans!